Hello, beautiful community, Aglow community. Let's do a practice for our spine. I've been feeling just bunched up in my neck, which, as you do things with me, you'll hear that that's a common place for me. And so, my go to, I do this probably at least once a week and oftentimes multiple times a week or something really similar to this, is to really work my spine and to work kind of the different movements of the spine. So let's get started. You can kind of follow along with me in a practice that just really releases the tension, and it actually works the whole spine, the lower back, the mid back, the upper back, the neck, and whatnot. So, but it really moves this energy for me. So I just love this practice and hope that it helps you and wants to share it with you. So I'm just going to move over to the mat. You can sit on a bolster. I'm going to probably use it for some and not others, but again, this is your practice, so whatever feels good in your body is what is important. It's an invitation to practice anything along with me, or if you would rather observe, that's totally fine. Take a break anytime that you need a break. Go at your pace, and as always, make this your practice. So for getting started today, just kind of finding a comfortable seat, whether you do want to sit on a bolster, sit on the floor, you could actually do this on your bed if that feels much better to you, or you need that kind of nurturance or support, or even in a chair. So again, making it your practice. I'm going to sit on my mat, and to get started, I'm sitting on a bolster, which I really, really, really like. So you can see my bolster here, and it just brings me comfort. So I use that whenever that feels good to me. And just kind of, let's start with some shoulder rolls. And you can really exaggerate this if it feels good. And you can really start going forward or backward. I'm going backward. And just really kind of waking up my spine, my shoulders, my breath, just being conscious with my breath as I move in this dynamic movement. If you want to go a little slower or a little faster because that feels good in your body, that's fine. I have my arms resting on my legs. That feels good to me. And I'm really extending up, back, and around. So that circle is very conscious. My breath. I'm going to move my jaw a little bit because there's tension. I've been working today, so it's the end of a work day, so I get a lot of tension and bunched upness from being on the computer, because I am on the computer a lot. Okay, and then we're just going to switch and move forward at your pace again. Consciousness. Oh, I can already feel that. And you'd be surprised how much work this takes, right? When you do this, especially when you do it for a while. So again, take a break anytime that you may need that, if that feels good to you. But also just this dynamic movement of really moving the energies. It builds strength, but really what we're doing more than anything is we are shifting the energies, moving, getting the circulation, working with the nervous system. Okay, so our next movement, I want to just start to kind of move to the side. So I like to just kind of sway. It's almost like, oh, my hand's coming up. But there isn't a right or wrong. Like if your hand wants to be more here or here, you play with this. And I'm extending to the side, and I'm also moving to the side. And I'm also moving my eyes and following my hand and stretching open. Coming back, I like to place my hand on my heart and exhaling as I'm coming back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and just find your movement, your rhythm with your breath. There's no right or wrong. Exhale. And move your eyes. We're doing a bilateral here with it, if that feels okay to you, as you just use your eyes to follow. We're using a bilateral with the body. We're stretching the spine and doing a twist. If you come here, that's fine, right? You don't have to. You find where your body works. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you want to play a little bit with how low, medium, or high your arm goes, please do. I'm opening my jaw again, because again, I get a lot of tension there. And I want to just shift the energy, move the energies. We're warming up the body and the spine. Good. Now, I may actually move off of this, and again, you find what's comfortable for you, and we're going to kind of do a lateral. And it doesn't matter, and you could even come to a block, if right, and whatnot as well. Find like that spot, or to the floor. You may come to the elbow, you may bring it all the way down, you may come like this. And just finding that place where we're moving this, and then if you want to extend this arm up overhead, and we're using the breath. Inhale, exhale, back to center, opposite side. Inhale, exhale. Find a pace that works for you. You may want to go really slow, moderate, or faster, but make sure it feels good in your body. If you were going faster, it might be more like you get into a little bit more of a breath of fire. And now I do know that this month in August, if you're in August, it's been a pretty fiery month, so that might be too much for some bodies right now. So just notice, and if you want more cooling, you go a little slower. If you want more dynamic, you can go a little faster or a little detoxifying. But if you're dealing with some agitation, irritation, things like that, I would go slower and cool it down. Really using kind of those Ayurvedic principles. And you may want to go right in the middle, somewhere in the middle. So you go with what works for you today, right? And different days may be different. I know for me, it's different days. Some days I really need that slow. Like I have been feeling some of that agitation, pitta energy from the Ayurvedic. And so for me, a little bit slower is better today, but there's other times where I want to detoxify more, and moving faster feels really good in my body, or somewhere, like I said, in the middle. But you're really working and bringing up this side body. We're doing a bilateral again, really integrating energies. At any time, if you feel a little dizzy, that can be, especially with new dynamic processes or practices, you can get some of that. So if you feel a little bit of it, that's normal to an extent, but at any time, of course, take care of you and just breathe, relax, take a break, come to child's pose or a seated pose, and really know you and your body when you do that.